The Little Red Hen and the Passover Matzah, written by Leslie Kimmelman and illustrated by Paul Mizell, read by Janet Newman. The year was passing. The little red hen could feel the change of the season in the tips of her tail feathers. She could smell it in the barnyard air, and she could see it on her calendar. "Oi, gewalt!" exclaimed the little red hen, thinking ahead to spring. "Before I know it, it will be time for Passover. I will need some matzah for my Seder dinner, and that begins with some grains of wheat." In a corner of the chicken coop, the little red hen kept a small pile of grains. She gathered them now and went to find her friends. "Who will help me plant these grains?" she asked them.
"Not I," said the sheep. "Sorry, bub," said the horse. "Think again," said the dog a little bit rudely.
The little red hen was not happy. Okay, she grumbled. "I'll do it myself." And the little red hen planted those grains. Months passed. The sun shone, the rain fell, and the grain grew tall. The little red hen waited patiently. Finally, there was a field of wheat ready to be harvested, and the little red hen went to find her friends. This time, she was sure they'd lend a hand. "Who will help me cut the wheat?" she asked.
"Not I," said the sheep. "Sorry, bub," said the horse. "Think again," said the dog a little bit rudely. "We're your friends, not your servants." The little red hen was definitely not happy. "Friends, schmens," she muttered. "I'll just do it myself." And the little red hen cut the wheat. The wheat was ready for the mill. The little red hen gathered it together and went to find her friends. "They won't disappoint me again," she told herself confidently. "Who will help me carry this wheat to the mill?" she asked them. "Not I," said the sheep. "Sorry, bub," said the horse. "Think again," said the dog a little bit rudely. "We're resting."
The little red hen was really not happy this time. "I'll just do it myself." The little red hen took the wheat to a special Passover mill where a miller ground it into flour. Then she schlepped that flour back home in a big, heavy sack, clucking to herself all the way. Before she knew it, it was spring, the morning of the first night of Passover. The little red hen cleaned her house until there wasn't a crumb of bread to be found anywhere. "Time to make the matzah," the little red hen announced to her friend. "Who wants to help?" But what do you think she heard?
"Not I," said the sheep. "Sorry, bub," said the horse.
"Ha ha ha!" laughed the dog, more than a little bit rudely.
"Think again."
The little red hen was not happy. She was not surprised either. "I'll just make it myself." The little red hen washed up very carefully. She put a big bowl on the kitchen table. She set her timer. According to Jewish law, Passover matzah has to be finished in just 18 minutes. The little red hen mixed the flour and water quickly, quickly, quickly. Then she kneaded it quickly, quickly, quickly. Then she rolled it out, nice and flat, quickly, quickly, quickly. Then she pricked it all over, prickly, prickly, prickly. Then she put it into the oven to bake. Ding! The matzah was ready just in time. The little red hen prepared the Seder dinner. She boiled eggs, simmered soup, and mixed gefilte fish. She washed the parsley and chopped the apples and nuts. Finally, she set the table, putting a beautiful Passover Haggadah at each place and an extra chair for Elijah the prophet. She finished with a covered plate of homemade matzah. The little red hen sat in a chair and waited. When the sun began to set in the evening sky, there was a knock at the door. Guess who was standing there? "Bah! Nay! Woof, woof! We're hungry," they told the little red hen. "What's for dinner?" "What chutzpah! You didn't help me plant the grains. You didn't help me harvest the wheat or carry it to the mill or take it home. You didn't even help me bake the matzah. So why should I share my Seder with you?" Sheep, horse, and dog couldn't think of a thing to say. The little red hen was right. They had not been very good friends. The little red hen was quiet. Now should I invite them to my Seder, she thought, and then she remembered the words that are written in the Passover Haggadah. Let all who are hungry come and eat. She looked at her friends, and they looked at her, and finally she said, "Come on in." So together the friends celebrated the holiday of Passover. Together they noshed on tasty, crunchy matzah. And when the Seder was over, after all of the planting and harvesting and schlepping and cleaning and the baking and the feasting, just who do you think had to wash all those dishes? Not I, said a little red hen as she sat back to enjoy the first night of Passover. Chag Sameach, happy Passover.